Hello, I'm going to start it off after 9 months, I think. I have made some videos. I just have not shared them. The Sun in Reverse. This is going to be a love story. Justice. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Nobody's moving. Temperance. Tried to pop out for a second there. Temperance came out. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. I just saw the Three of Swords. 3 swords through the heart. 3 of Cups. Possibly third parties involved in the situation, making the situation even more difficult. The page was upside down. Justice. The Sun. Now the Sun is the best card in the deck that you can get. Wow. Breadcrumbing card. Upside down, however, the Sun. They say not to read it upside down, that it still is the best card in the deck. But in this case scenario, with Temperance, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, and Justice, it feels like there is some kind of justice that needs to be done. It's law in all departments with justice. It's bias. Righteousness, feeling righteous. When you have somebody that doesn't understand, let's listen to the word understand. Under means, wow, I heard undermine. To understand means that you have to literally be under. And with the egos that have developed since forever, I'm sure, but it seems to be worse since COVID, understanding each other isn't really anything that anybody's looking out for. In order to have justice, you have to understand where the person came from in the first place. And the word under means like you have to put yourself below them to see. Now, I do this all the time. I am an empath of sorts. The opposite of a narcissist, which is just as bad, if you ask me. The one that takes it all in and just gets beaten. And that's my way of control versus the narcissistic way of control is, not having any emotion and then trying to control the situation. The reason why I'm talking about that is because there's the breadcrumbing card right here in reverse, with the World next to it. So, contemplation. 3 of Cups. It's 3 of Cups. Third party involvement. Now that could mean, in this particular love story, that someone had a third party. Someone was, playing around. Or it could mean they were listening to other people's opinions. Or it could mean that there was something else put as a priority instead of a partner. So what could be put as a priority instead of a partner? Obviously, work, children, but yes, it is a third party card as well. And the 4 of Swords, just sitting and contemplating, and onto the World, which I would show you, but it has some nudity on there. Onto the World, and then the breadcrumbing card. Well, maybe if I didn't fool around, or I wouldn't have lost everything. Scorpio. 11th house. South node. 5th house. I think that's Leo. So somebody might have Leo placements, Scorpio placements in their chart. So my question is, I have lots of questions. Lots of questions. Let's clarify the 3 of Cups. Someone went into soul searching. They were exhausted, giving up. Their confidence is destroyed, overwhelmed, overly protective. Because of their lack of inner joy, they have smugness, dissatisfaction, indulgence, materialism, lack of inner happiness. It's with the 9 of Cups in reverse. How about the world? I'm going to shuffle that some more. Clarify the world. Abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career, opportunity, financial opportunity, new venture, prosperity. That's what the world represents here. I see, if only I could get over my my lack of inner joy, my smugness, dissatisfaction. I could have had the abundance, the manifestation, the opportunity. Could have, would have, should have. Save it for the next one, right? That's what they say. The Knight of Cups. Someone might be coming in after making the reverse. Lesser of 2 evils, no right choices, confusion, indecision, information overload. Overthinking. Overthinking is just so hard to, to stop. But when you're overthinking, it's not natural, right? We're not supposed to be in this state of anxiety and overthinking. It's sort of just like, I think it has something to do with worrying about what other people think. Because the less that I worried about what other people thought, my thoughts stopped racing. So sometimes I think the thoughts are racing because you are worried about the judgment of others. Judgment of others. When did I think it's like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when I pretty much just lost almost everything, including my own life. And I was just like, I just want to look myself in the mirror before I go to bed. And I do every night when I'm brushing my teeth. I look in the mirror and say, did I do everything I could today to be a decent human being? And if you can say that, if you could say yes to that, sleep comes pretty easy. And you don't have to overthink. We have the 10 of Wands talking about overthinking. 10 of Wands, that little guy here. Carrying all the burdens. We have a guitar. We have a key. We have the star. And the unicorn. A kitty cat. The dragonfly. And a horse. I don't know if any of those are significant to anyone. Got Virgo in the 9th house. Each house is a part of our makeup. I'm looking for my house card. We got it here somewhere, but like I said, I'm just doing this reading just to try to get back. 4 Swords. Can you give me anything on the 4 Swords? These cards are brand new, so I'm definitely going to have to read the book to understand them. We have a 3 and with a ship and a fox. The ship. I take on a vacation or a business trip. You will need a suitcase for where we are going. Distance is what I am known for, and I am constantly in motion, looking for cards next to me for clues and clues to the changes I bring in your life's journey. A journey is to be embarked upon. There are new horizons to be explored, and preparation is required to ensure smooth passage. In the original game of hope, where we have the first publication of the symbols of narcissistic, this is indicated to be a favorable journey, as the traveler will be happily taken by this ship to the land of the birds. Oh. This is well. In the Gilded Riverine, we see this card as a fantastical flying ship, and it is. It's beautiful. An elaborate Bridgentine, taking us to new vistas and landscapes. While the original card's image may have been a ship, later decks have it modified to the latest mode of long-distance transportation. Yes, I have seen that airplane and whatnot. Now, 14. While the nature of the journey is usually to be pleasant, well-favored, such as a holiday, depending as ever upon the cards that surround it. Well, with the lack of inner joy and wanting the abundance in the world, not being able to choose the lesser of two evils, with the 2 of Wands in reverse, indecision, it's definitely a vacation. I think you need a vacation. Whoever's watching this, either side, flip the roles. Time for a vacation. And let me see with the fox. I mean, usually the fox is pretty sly. When I'm not your job, I am your red flag for some deviousness going on. Look around your circle in your hall. I might be planning your fall. I'm the master of manipulation. I'm going to fool you all. Craftiness is my fame, and sneaky is my game. This card is to warn you of deception, flattery. And with the 3 of Cups, I could tell you in this particular scenario, this was all a game. This was all considered a game. Now, why would someone play games? Well, as we know with Narcissus and Echo, they don't understand that it's a game. But it is a game. What has worked before somehow slipped into their subconscious, I guess. And they think it's okay to be manipulative, to try to control. They think it's okay. They think that's normal. Happiness will only come out if I do these things in a manipulative, sneaky way. Now, only take this stuff as if it resonates. It's probably my own energy because of a past and distant, very distant relationship that I had encountered. And it only took me a couple of months to realize this person is delusionally, for lack of a better word, narcissistic. Honestly, it probably is energy flowing from me. And the mixed energies of, I need a vacation after dealing with such trauma, absolute trauma. The telepathy oracle cards are not speaking They have nothing to say. Bear with me, guys, as I get my energy going. Temperance again. And the Five of Cups, which is Scorpio, again. Regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, and grief. There is loss and grief, even when a relationship is not right for you. And it was so funny because in my particular situation, the universe showed me, like, this is not, what is happening is not you. What is being delivered to you, you didn't even do. Being paid to work, and they wouldn't finish the work. Like, whatever it took for them to keep, and there's the Three of Cups again. And that's it. Celebration, collaboration, creativity, friendship, community, happiness. I actually got this person multiple jobs. And they couldn't even come back and complete the work for 2 of them. And then they blamed me. It's 100% your fault. It's 100% your fault why I can't do the right thing. And I'm like, what did I even do? Well, I don't really want to talk about it. Nobody ever wants to talk about it. Not nobody. We have a heart, a crown, a flower, 2 hearts, so love is on the way. Another key, which is great. Another unicorns. Keep dreaming. There's your music. A music sign. So keep dreaming. Keep on the dreaming. But anyway, the point is that it was so blatantly obvious. I was just focused on what I wanted, my goals, and moving forward, and just trying to, be the fool. Take a chance on new love with the abundance and the manifestation and the opportunity and the new career and the financial opportunity and new venture and prosperity all in my forefront. And in comes this person that wants to manipulate and control, and then doesn't understand why they are not happy. The Hierophant. Institution, tradition, religions. And yeah, our beliefs were way different. One of the reasons why I stopped this was they said this was the stupidest thing they ever heard of in their life. Oh, it's kind of funny because our first reading will be Taurus. Happy birthday, Tauruses. Captain, what's the matter, boo-boo? Anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares, insomnia, hopeless, trauma, and despair. And then you end up with the Empress in reverse. Just having creative block, complete creative block. Earth, Venus energy, again. Leaves you in inaction because you wonder, what did I do? But the lesson for me was, it wasn't me, because the things I got accused of weren't me at all. So it had to be a past trauma that they just boiled back up and brought back. Because it was so not me, not even, and my crazy mind, not that my mind is crazy, but how I overthink things just to make sure everybody's calm and everybody's okay, because I understand trauma and how people think. It was nothing I could overthink. I'm like, that wasn't me. I'm not cheating. I don't have anybody on the side. Like, I'm not doing any of those things. And then it came to realization that, oh, he does, I guess. Because why else would anyone be accusing of such things? So I guess if you're watching this and you tuned in for one of my old love readings, it looks like I needed to go through Three of Cups again. Celebration, friendship, collaboration. Once again, I'm saying that's what that was, but I think it's time to celebrate. Time to take that vacation on the ship or boat. The Magician in reverse. It's time to turn him around. The Magician, major arcana, is basically saying, you know, you can manifest, and I already have, actually. I'm pretty sure. Manifesting in with your diplomacy, with your skill, with your magic, with your being self-confident. So going from low vibe. Now, what is vibe? It's a frequency. Freak. Raise your freakiness. I'm up here, high vibing. And I can tell by the people that I've had to leave behind, unfortunately. Because not everybody can fit through the doorway. And sometimes God, the universe, whoever you subscribe to, just wants you to go through that doorway. They do not want those other people going through that doorway because they're not ready. And I'm not saying that they'll never be ready. They could be ready at a later date. This isn't, you know, leaving people behind. No, it's not like that. It's manifesting what you're here for. What is your joy? What are you here for? What can you do to work on the traumas and actually live your life with purpose? Because I can tell you, anyone else is going to see if you don't understand. Anyone else is going to feel when you don't understand them. And in order to understand, you need to put yourself below them and kind of go and look for a second and just be like, I get it. I understand where you're coming from. It's, well, very much different than undermined. Undermined is if you were to take a foundation, any foundation, and just start digging around it. And that's sort of how the narcissist does. They find somebody with a decent foundation, but just enough pain that they know that they can manipulate it. And then they just start digging around the foundation. And then when it crumbles, they just stand there and watch it. They laugh. They just laugh. That was a big sign. The laughing was atrocious. As soon as a small argument happened, and I just wanted to discuss things. No, you can't discuss things. I noticed the laughing on the way out. And I was like, he thinks this is funny. That's why, you know, that last, I'm done. So, I'm done. I hope this helped somebody. It's my first one in a while. I'll be back. I'm doing all signs probably tomorrow. So, try to get them all done. But I hope everybody's well, and just keep doing the best you can. That's all we can do, right? Every single day. And maybe I'll get one oracle card if I split the deck. Honor. Treat the people with you love. This is crazy. Honor. Treat the people you love with respect, and you'll find your relationship becomes stronger. With respect. That was not what I had. I had no respect in that relationship at all. Test. Your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. Yep. So good luck. If this resonated with you, hit that like button, and I feel for you. We're going to get through this. We have the full moon in Taurus coming up. It's going to be a strong one. Tauruses are the leader of the zodiac. They are the opposite of my sign, which is the Scorpio. So it's sort of like a brother-sister sign, like a connective sign. I love my Taurus friends. I love my Taurus daughter. And it's going to be a very powerful full moon. So if you want to adjust or change anything, you can just ride that wave because it's going to be easier. And I don't know if you saw the waning, was it the waning? Waning moon, but it was a crescent. We got Venus back and Jupiter. And it just looked like this. It was the coolest thing ever. 1, 2. And I swear, if you can see that, yeah, the universe was smiling down on us. That was on the 25th, I think. So the universe is smiling down on us. I mean, if we have good intentions in our heart, if we honor who we love, the universe is guiding you towards that special someone. Just let everything take its course. Don't be undermined. Be understood. Huge difference. Don't be undermined. Be understood. And don't undermine. Understand. And it will keep the narcissist away from you because they don't want to talk. And to understand, you have to talk. They don't want to talk. Ever. Because they're hiding. They're protecting. It's very sad. I feel very bad for them. But they'll figure it out on their own. So anyway, thank you. Have a good one.